Hey everybody, welcome back to the latest edition of Dizzo's Den, where we deep dive into some other topics that we don't have a ton of time for on Hot Mic, or to explore than we do on Hot Mic. Today, one of my all-time favorite interviews, since I've got to know the young man when he was a senior at Drake Animus High School, and now he's playing in the National Football League, the starting left guard for the Cincinnati Bengals, Cordell Volson, after an All-American career at North Dakota State that ended with a national championship in Frisco in January of 2022. Went off to the East-West Shrine Game, starred there. The NFL Combine took off and earned himself a fourth-round overall selection by the Bengals to eventually protect Joe Burrow. And Volson of the Bengals took out the Buffalo Bills in the AFC divisional round, and now a matchup with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs looms for a date in the Super Bowl. Volson is trying to become the second Bison offensive lineman in the last 3 years to play in the championship game. Of course, Joe Hague was there with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2 years ago, nearly caught a touchdown pass from Tom Brady in the Buccaneers win over the Chiefs. Here's my conversation with Volson about this wild ride that this has been over the last 365 days and what to expect Sunday playing in the AFC title game. The pride of Balfour, North Dakota, Cordell Volson joins us. How's it going, big man? Congratulations.
Well, I appreciate it, Dom. Sorry about being a little bit late here. I got hung up at the facility a little bit. But I made it on. I wasn't big dogging you. I just got tied up for a second.
First off, no apologies, man. You're working. Second, tell me about going to the local establishment with the game ball on Sunday. What was that like? That was awesome, man.
That was great. Probably one of the coolest things that I've done. Just rolling up with Ted Karras, our center. We roll in there and the place is going nuts. Who Dey chants are going, and they have us come back behind the bar and raise the ball and we give a little speech and it was cool. The whole place was rocking.
You and we had a chat on your bye week. You decided to spend it in Carbondale, Illinois, because you wanted to see your teammates play. And I remember talking before the game, and you said, "You know what? We're starting to put it together." I'm not talking out of school. You said this to me. I think we're going to go on a run. Did you see this though coming out of this? You haven't lost now.
It is crazy. I remember that conversation. I knew that it was something that we were capable of doing. We just had to make the right moves at the right time, I guess. It's such a competitive league. It's so hard to win in, and you gotta make the right decisions at the critical time and make plays when they're presented, and that's what we've been doing. And our guys have been balling out. Our defense has saved us several times. We've put ourselves in maybe not some great situations. Our defense has been playing extremely well. Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, our receivers are doing what they do, and really, really excited to be a part of this team. And I think we're moving in the right direction, and very excited for this opportunity on Sunday.
So here you are, man. You're one game away from where every football player that was a little kid wants to be at. And I know you can't worry about that. It's the next game, but tell me about you're playing in the AFC Championship. You're a year removed from playing here, and now have a chance to play in the Super Bowl.
Isn't it crazy, Dom? Like you said, every kid that picks up a football dreams of playing in the Super Bowl someday, and to have an opportunity on Sunday to put us closer to that goal is crazy. And people ask, well, do you get nervous? Big stage. Yeah, maybe the night before you don't sleep quite as well, but once the ball's kicked off, it's just football. And I think that's one of the coolest things about this game is that once you step on the white line or step across the white lines, it's just football. And none of that outside noise matters. And definitely excited. It's a great time to be a Cincinnati Bengal. And it's funny, Joe. Our O-line was sitting in front of our lockers this morning, and Joe Burrow comes up and he says, "Man, football is sure a lot of fun when you're winning." He hit the nail on the head right there.
Well, that's all you know, man. I mean, you could preach it right back to him. I mean, all you know is winning and playing late in the season, playing into January. I mean, just describe last week, hearing all the talk that, well, no offensive lineman left. All they got is a rookie. How much did you personally take that to heart before the Bills game?
Yeah, it's it's crazy because everyone's saying that, and I had a meeting with our O-line coach last week, and he told me, hey, you're not a rookie anymore. You're in season 2. You gotta start to execute that way. And I took that personal. I realized that a lot more is going to be needed out of me. Just relied on the great vets that are in our room. Yeah, they might be banged up, but they're still great resources and just such great influential people. And the guys that stepped up did an unbelievable job. We knew that everyone in our room is capable of playing that way. And those guys just had a great week of prep and have been working so hard all year. And to see those guys, go out there and produce and play extremely well was great. And to play alongside those guys in such a high competitive game, it was awesome.
If I would have told you this time last year when we were visiting before the Shrine Bowl that, hey, you're going to be blocking for Joe Burrow and have a chance to play for the Super Bowl, how much money would you put on that bet that you would never have believed me on that?
Man, Dom, I would have told you that you're crazy. And it's unbelievable. Honestly, I don't even know how to put it into words. Just playing with Joe and just what a great guy he is and what a great teammate and leader and competitor. And then to be a part of such a great room in our offensive line room, having a great coach like Frank Pollock and just some great veterans that have been great role models for me has been great. And just love going in the facility every day and love going to practice and being a part of this.
Tell me how big time it was back home on the NBC. I'm watching the Sunday night game against the Bengals, and they introduce everybody. There it is, Cordell Volson, North Dakota State. How cool? First off, how cool is that to record that?
That's cool. And it's really cool. We alternate at home, running out of the tunnel, and they go at left guard from North Dakota State. It's really cool. And then everyone's posting it on social media, videotaping me getting the NBC announcement, whatever. And it's really cool. It's really special, because you grow up as a kid watching all these games and being like, oh, that guy's from there, that guy, and
Yep.
And to represent North Dakota State and the state of North Dakota, and it's a blessing, that's for sure.
It's the next game, but what do you think the emotions are going to be like Sunday for you?
I think it's just, it's a highly anticipated game, and the feeling you get before a national championship, the feeling that so much is on the line, and that it's either win or go home. You win or the season's over, and I don't want this season to be over. So it's gonna be maybe some high anxiety, but it's gonna be an exciting next couple weeks.
I've had the chance to visit with Cody Mauch a few times. I got to go back to Hankinson and see the big celebration they had for him. His dad told me they already got the rec center planned out for the draft. How much have you talked to him about what he's going through now of what you did just this time last year?
Yeah, Cody and I are really close. Really excited for him and really happy for him, what he's got going for him. We talk a couple times a week. We're extremely close, and he came to my draft party this past spring, so I'm looking forward to going to his. Really excited for him. Can't wait to see him just really turn some heads at the Senior Bowl, and it's awesome that every single year there's an offensive lineman coming out of North Dakota State, and it's really special that it's another North Dakota kid.
If I told you Balfour and Hankinson would have 2 NFL guys, I mean, who would have believed that?
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought? Especially in the transition period where NDSU moved to the Division I, and everyone thought that North Dakota kids weren't going to be on that team anymore, and now having so many that have have played such a key role in the success of NDSU.
Okay, I have one request. I never asked this. We've got some mini helmets in here. I need a Bengals white mini helmet. Can you make that happen for me? We need that.
I think I can make that happen, and after the season, I'll have to get into the studio and get on air with you.
There we do. I love it. Have your parents missed the game? Have they been to every game so far?
They've missed a few, especially with my little brothers playing and stuff. They're trying hard to not favor either side, and to get to everyone's games. They're going to come to Kansas City, which is great. My mom flew out. She actually flew to Cincy here and then drove to Buffalo this past weekend, which is not a far drive. But they missed the first playoff game. But to have them at this one is going to be really exciting.
Last question for you, bud. Was there a pancake block you had that you couldn't believe you got on this guy? Has that happened yet?
I think the first one is the biggest one where you get it and you're like, holy, like I just pancaked a guy in the NFL. There's one against your team, Dom, the Jets up in New York. That was pretty fun. It was got out in space, but it's cool. Just every single week playing against the best in the world is such a fun experience, and just shoot. It's funny, I played Cam Hayward twice this year. I was 10 years old when he got into the NFL. And just playing against a guy that you watched for so many years and that plays at such a high level. And to play against guys like that is really cool.
We got to roll, man. Thanks so much for doing this, especially in a huge week. I appreciate the time as always. Have a ball and good luck on Sunday, okay?
Appreciate it, Dom. You take care.
Great to see you, man. There he goes. Our thanks to Cordell for giving him his time, especially during a game week. Bengals and Chiefs is the late game, 5:30 on CBS coming up on Sunday night, preceded by the 49ers and the Eagles game in the NFC Championship. If you missed any of our other interviews and podcasts, you can look them up at Inforum.com. Search Dizzo's Den. And Hot Mic with Dom Izzo available every day at WDAY Extra and Inforum.com. Thanks so much for listening, everybody.